Alignment is action and misalignment is reaction. When the mind is aligned with what is recognized within, when thinking is directed from the first sense upon the seed, the thinker is performing the fundamental inner action, directed, deliberate, from within. When the mind follows conditions, when thinking is pulled by what is physically seen, the thinker is in reaction, undirected, responsive to without, misaligned from the seed. These are not equal positions. One develops the seed, the other develops conditions. This is the 7-minute daily focus, day 205 of 365, to focus on the world within from the world without. Today's focus, the law of alignment, action and reaction in alignment. Pause for a moment. Alignment is action and misalignment is reaction. When the mind is aligned with what is recognized within, when thinking is directed from the first sense upon the seed, the thinker is performing the fundamental inner action, directed, deliberate, from within. When the mind follows conditions, when thinking is pulled by what is physically seen, the thinker is in reaction, undirected, responsive to without, misaligned from the seed. These are not equal positions. One develops the seed, the other develops conditions. Pause. What does reaction look like in the context of alignment? A condition appears. It contradicts what is held within. It presents physical evidence that the seed is not developing, or it presents an urgency, something that requires immediate attention, or it presents something compelling, something the five senses find absorbing, and the mind, following the condition, begins to align with it. Thinking is drawn toward the condition, toward what is without, toward secondary reality. And in that moment, the alignment with what is within has broken, not permanently, not irrevocably, but temporarily. Thinking is no longer aligned with the seed. Development pauses, the accumulation stops, and the longer the mind remains aligned with the condition, the more deeply thinking is developing the condition, the more the invisible period of the original seed extends. Thought is within, effect is without. Thinking stands between. Pause for a moment. But understand the action of realignment is always available. Recognition is always available. The first sense is always available. The seed is always within, unchanged, undiminished, still developing from where it was. The thinker who has reacted, who has followed a condition, has not damaged the seed, has not lost what was accumulated, has simply paused the nourishment. And the nourishment can be resumed through the action of realignment, through the first sense, through recognition, through the return of thinking to the seed. Each return is the action of alignment reasserted. Each return restores the direction. Each return resumes the development, and each return practiced, each act of realignment made deliberately, makes the next return slightly faster, slightly more natural, until the action of alignment is the immediate natural response to every condition the day presents. Pause for a moment. In the field of alignment, action and reaction have precise definitions. Action is keeping the mind aligned with the seed, maintaining thinking upon what is recognized within, choosing the inner direction over the outer report. This is action, directed, deliberate, causal, coming from the thinker, from their choice, not from conditions. Reaction is allowing a condition to realign the mind outward. The condition presents itself. The thinker's alignment shifts from the seed to the condition, from within to without. The thinker's thinking now nourishes the condition. The seed is left without thinking. The thinker has become an effect, not a cause. The aligned thinker understands this, and they choose action, not by ignoring conditions, not by refusing to see what is without, by seeing and maintaining alignment, by perceiving the condition and returning to the seed, by receiving the report of the five senses and choosing the direction of the first sense. This choice is action, made in the ordinary moment, not the dramatic moment, the quiet, unwitnessed moment when a condition appears, and the thinker holds the seed anyway. That is the action. And that action, made consistently within, day after day, moment after moment, must produce consistent development, and development must express. Now, the affirmation for day 205. Pause for a moment. My mind is aligned with what is within. What I recognize within is what I hold. What I hold is what thinking is sustained upon. I do not hold one thing and follow another. I am not divided. I am aligned within, consistently, completely. My direction is from within. My reference is from within. My ground is from within. And what is held within, aligned with, and sustained upon must develop. And what develops must physically express. Remember, by design, by focus.